Hey friends, welcome to the Publish, Promote, Profit podcast. I'm Rob Kosberg, and every week I show you how to use a best-selling book to grow your income and your impact. And if you're interested in having your own best-selling book, I recorded a short video explaining our trademark process at beginmybook.com. I want to talk to you about the real reason that you need to have a book. The secret kind of meta, behind the scenes understanding of what a book does for you. And it's summed up in the phrase status. Now, I'm part of Dan Kennedy's No BS Inner Circle newsletter. Just got this yesterday in the mail. If you don't know who Dan Kennedy is, you should. If you own a business, if you're marketing and selling anything, you should know who this guy is because he's fantastic. In some ways, 11 years ago when I wrote my first book, Life After Debt, it was because of a conversation that I had with Dan as well as one other mentor. I've been around Dan's community and paying him for a long, long time. This is what he said. I just got this in the mail yesterday. He says, by and large, money moves to status, not to the greatest skill or talent, not to the highest academic or professional credentials, longest tenure or evidence of reliability, best value to consumers, most capital to wield. It moves to status. You may cry foul, but your protests fall on deaf ears. Money's mind is made up. He continues, it's vital for you to find pathways to status for yourself and your business, at least inside your target market, if not more broadly. It's important to understand status, to understand how your clientele assigns it, assesses it, and understands it. If you are not studious of status, you cheat yourself, you doom yourself to the ordinary, to the average, to the run-of-the-mill income and business life. Money moves to status. I love this newsletter. I love it because it's a lot of what I talk about when I talk about my hierarchy of desire, okay? This is how I define or describe what your book does for you, but not just your book, all the elements that you need, right, to grow your business by growing your status. I call it growing meaningful celebrity. You see, everybody starts out here as a generalist. This person is a life coach, a business consultant, a financial advisor, a dentist, okay? As Dan describes it, right? Somebody that has very little status, but may have gone through and gotten some academic credentials. It moves up from there to someone that would be considered a specialist. That's somebody with some initials after their name, right? They've gone and gotten a master's degree in business, or they've gone and become a certified life coach, right? There are some initials after their name that give them a specialization in their field. Here's the interesting thing. It doesn't get good for you until above specialist, right? Anything below specialist, you doom yourself to the ordinary. Struggle, the pursuit. We call this being the hunter. You're always on the hunt for the next client. Once you get to celebrity, to expert, right, and move above, which is caused first and foremost because of a book, this gives you the initial expert status that is above specialist, far above generalist. And this is where it gets fun and interesting. This is where there's income, there's impact, there's opportunity. And instead, you become the hunted. People begin hunting for you because they see you as the credible expert in your field. Now, here's the thing. Somebody's going to say, well, I wrote a book, Rob, and it didn't do that for me. Well, that's because there are a lot of elements to writing the book. First, there's writing the book such that it speaks to your ideal audience and what their problems, difficulties, and challenges are. That's number one. Number two is actually marketing the book so it gets in the hands of your ideal audience and clients. And here's the thing. So many authors take the time to write, to pour out their blood, as Hemingway said, bleed on paper if you want to write, and then they just leave it to flounder by itself. You may get to expert status, but you'll never get to thought leader or celebrity that way. You see, there are other elements that are required to get to thought leader or celebrity. media and PR, speaking engagements, celebrity attachment, writing other books, ongoing media and PR. And someone will say, well, Rob, how long do I need to keep that up? How long do I need to keep doing that? Well, guess what? As long as you're not retired or dead or not in another field completely, right? As long as you want other people to see you as a thought leader or celebrity in the space, you're going to need to, on an ongoing basis, maybe write a new book every few years. Some people like John Maxwell write a new book every single year. Why? Because he maintains the celebrity status by doing that. You need celebrity attachment. Something interesting happened today. One of my clients, Laura Sales, who wrote a great book. In fact, we just got her a TV appearance, her second TV appearance today. She posted on Facebook that she is doing a Facebook Live with a guy named Dr. Berg. Now, if you know anything about the weight loss industry, you might have heard of Dr. Berg. Dr. Berg is a chiropractor who specializes in weight loss, but his YouTube channel has been viewed over 100 million times. He has 100 million video views on his YouTube channel. This guy is a celebrity because of his writings, because of the video views that he's received, the PR, etc. So Laura is doing a Facebook Live with him. And I said, Laura, that is so great. And I actually noticed it, and I wouldn't know who Dr. Berg was, but my wife follows Dr. Berg, loves Dr. Berg, wants to go to Dr. Berg's events, etc. And I said, well, we just did a book for Laura, and Laura is doing this Facebook Live with Dr. Berg. Why don't you be on it? Of course, she's going to be on it. What is Laura doing? The fact that Laura has attached herself to a celebrity in her space, someone who's gotten over 100 million views on their YouTube channel, it grows and increases her celebrity status as well. Why do we do a book? Why do I have a partnership with Kevin Harrington of Shark Tank? Well, Kevin's a great guy and I love him, but the reality is I am in his book. I have a partnership with him. I have clients that are in his book. I have a video endorsement, multiple video endorsements from Kevin. My clients have video endorsements from Kevin. Why? Because that grows their status. This is a guy who's built 20 different $100 million companies. He speaks all over the world every single year, 50 plus engagements. Plus he's been on Shark Tank, for crying out loud, the first 3 seasons. If you had a video endorsement from this guy, it would increase your celebrity. It would increase your thought leadership. It would help you to grow, right? It doesn't stop there, though. Ongoing opportunities on media, PR, television. Like I said, I walked over to ask if Laura was actually done with the PR portion of what we do, because after we launch our clients' books, we get a media and PR if they're part of our PR program. So I said, hey, did we finish, Laura? And Liz told me, she's one of our publicists, she said, oh, we actually booked her on a TV spot this morning in Phoenix. I'm like, oh, that is so cool. So I messaged Laura. I didn't hear back from her because she's getting ready for this interview. You want to grow. You want to be in the green, right? You want to go from struggle and pursuing clients and being the hunter, always chasing, to impact, income, opportunity, others hunting for you. You're only going to do that when you get to this level, right? When you get to the level where your book, your media, your speaking, your attachments with celebrity. You know, Kevin endorsed my book. He wrote the foreword for it. Russell Brunson wrote the preface of my book and has done a video about my book. Why am I asking these guys to do it? Because I know that if guys that are running $100 million companies endorse me, who I don't run a $100 million company, it grows my celebrity in my industry. This is how you grow your status. Now, look, it's different for different industries. But if you're in business, if you've written a nonfiction book, if you're a coach, a consultant, a financial advisor, a doctor, a brick and mortar business owner, an expert of some kind, then you need to attach yourself to celebrities. You need to have a book that's done really well. You need to be speaking. You need to have some media and PR. And look, do you need to pay someone to do all of that? Not necessarily. You can figure out all of this stuff for yourself, but we all have 2 things to invest. You either invest your time to figure it all out and do it, or you invest your resources so someone does it in a guaranteed fashion for you. This is how you grow up this hierarchy of desire. As your status grows, your desire grows, your income grows, your opportunity grows. I hope this is helpful to you. This is the real purpose of a book. unless you want to write for legacy or you write just because you enjoy it, hey, God bless you. Good for you. But if you have a business and you're looking to grow your business with a book, the real underlying secret, the real thing that you're doing is you're growing your status. That's what you're doing. You're growing your status in your field. And by growing it in your field, people come looking for you. I hope that's helpful. Do me a favor, leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And let me know if we can help or answer any questions for you. You guys are great. Have a great day. Awesome. There you go. Got my video done. Now I get to spend some extra special time with you. I've talked about this in various ways. I talk about my hierarchy of desire. I hope everybody can see that. I don't know if it's backwards, but you know what it is. And I thought the combination of receiving this yesterday from Dan Kennedy and Laura being with Dr. Berg today and us having just featured her on her second TV appearance, etc., is a good time to talk about all of this. The other thing to mention is, for those of you in the Kevin Harrington book, kudos to you. You still should have your own book. And I'm not saying we have to do it for you, but you should be writing your own book, not just a chapter, right? This will raise your celebrity. If you get an endorsement video from Kevin like I have, look, on my free plus shipping funnel, what's the first video you're going to see? You're going to see Kevin Harrington's video. You're going to see Russell Brunson's video. You're going to see U.S. Ambassador Delano Lewis's video. Why? Because I raise my status and my celebrity and the celebrity and status of my book by having guys like this and gals like this give me an endorsement. You need the same thing. So those of you that have gotten a video endorsement from Kevin, kudos to you. Congratulations. If it's something you're interested in, hey, reach out to me, PM me, because, Kevin has told me he's willing to do a few more of these. And so this might be really great for your book if you haven't gotten one yet, or maybe even being in a chapter. We're finishing up his third book now. We have a few chapters left for that. Point being, this is like what I do for me. Right? So I'm teaching you, yes, but the truth of the matter is just watch me. I'm not just telling you what things you should be doing, but if you watch me, these are the very things I'm doing. I was first in Kevin's book, right? I actually got into his book, published his first one, and then said, let's do a partnership together, and have made hundreds of thousands of dollars from that partnership, all because I pulled my wallet out and I wrote him a nice size check. First check I ever wrote to him was 10 grand. And that was to be in his first book, to have some private time with him. And that led to an opportunity to earn hundreds of thousands and have multiple endorsements from him. So if you watch me, not just what I say, but what I'm doing for bestseller publishing, all you have to do is imitate it. The TV appearances, the regular media, my focus on podcasts, all those things you should be doing as well. Hey, thanks for listening in on the Publish, Promote, Profit podcast. If you enjoyed it, please take a minute and like and subscribe to the podcast, because every week I bring you either great guests or great teaching to help you to grow your income and your impact with a best-selling book. And if you're interested in having your own best-selling book, check out my short video which explains our trademark process at beginmybook.com.